I woke up today with the weight of yesterday still on my chest. My eyes opened before the alarm, not because I was rested, but because my heart wouldn't let me sleep anymore. The room was still dim, that soft grey light of early morning when the sun hasn't fully decided to rise yet, and I lay there staring at the ceiling, feeling every bruise from the day before pressing into me like stones I couldn't move. Lord, I didn't want to wake up today. I didn't want to open my eyes and face another morning, another set of hours that might ask more of me than I have left to give. Yesterday crushed me, not in one dramatic moment, but in 1,000 small ways that accumulated like water rising slowly around me until I realized I couldn't breathe anymore. The words people said, the expectations I couldn't meet, the disappointments that stacked themselves neatly in a row, each one a little monument to everything I'm not. And somewhere in the middle of it all, I lost sight of myself. I lost sight of you. I'm coming to you now in the quiet, in this space between night and morning, when the world is still asleep and it's just you and me, and this heaviness I don't know how to carry anymore. I'm coming to you honest, Father, with nothing polished or prepared. I'm coming to you tired, so tired, the kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix, that rest doesn't touch, because it's not my body that's exhausted, it's something deeper. My soul feels worn thin, like fabric that's been washed too many times, like I'm one more hard day away from coming completely undone. I can hear the birds starting outside my window now, their songs tentative in the darkness, testing the air to see if it's safe to sing yet. And I wonder if they ever wake up feeling like I do. If they ever question whether they have another song in them. Or if they just open their mouths and trust that the music will come, that the new day will give them what they need to make it beautiful. God, I need you to give me what I need to make it through today, because yesterday took everything. It took my confidence. It took my peace. It took that steady certainty I used to have that I was walking in the right direction, that I was doing what you called me to do, that I was enough for the life you gave me. Yesterday whispered lies in my ear until I started believing them. It told me I was failing. It told me I was foolish for trying. It told me that the hope I've been holding on to is just a story I keep telling myself to avoid facing the truth that nothing is really changing, that I'm not really growing, that maybe I'm just spinning in circles, pretending it's forward motion. I felt crushed under the weight of other people's needs. Lord, every request felt urgent. Every problem felt like mine to solve. Every conversation required something from me I wasn't sure I had, but I gave it anyway because I didn't know how to say no, how to draw a line, how to protect the small sacred space inside me that's supposed to be reserved for you and for rest. And by the time the day ended, I was empty, completely empty. I looked in the mirror last night and barely recognized the woman looking back at me. Her eyes were tired, her shoulders were slumped, her smile was gone. The house is so quiet right now. I can hear the old floors settling, that gentle creaking they do in the stillness. I can hear my own breathing, slow and uneven, like I'm trying to find a rhythm that doesn't hurt. The curtains are pulled back just enough that I can see the first hints of light beginning to paint the sky. Soft blues melting into greys. A promise that the sun is coming even if I can't see it yet. And I'm sitting here wrapped in a blanket that doesn't quite warm the cold I feel inside, holding a cup of coffee that's already going lukewarm in my hands. And I'm asking you, God, I'm asking you so quietly, so desperately, to meet me here. Meet me in this in-between place. Meet me in this space where yesterday's pain hasn't fully released me yet, and today's hope hasn't fully taken hold. Meet me in the mess of my uncertainty, in the tangle of my fears, in the rawness of my heart that feels too exposed, too fragile, too close to breaking. I don't know how to not carry yesterday into today, Father. I don't know how to set it down. It clings to me like a shadow, following me into the morning, reminding me of every mistake I made, every moment I fell short, every word I wish I could take back, every opportunity I missed to be who I wanted to be. And I'm afraid that today will be just like yesterday. I'm afraid that I'll wake up tomorrow feeling exactly like I feel right now. I'm afraid that this heaviness is my new normal, that I've somehow crossed into a season where joy doesn't live anymore, where peace is just a memory, where the lightness I used to feel in my spirit has been replaced with this constant, pressing weight. But I'm here, Lord, even though I'm tired, even though I'm scared, even though part of me wanted to pull the covers over my head and hide from another day. I'm here. I'm talking to you. I'm reaching for you in the only way I know how, with trembling hands and a voice that's barely above a whisper. And I'm asking you to do what I cannot do. I'm asking you to lift what I cannot lift. I'm asking you to begin something in me that I'm too weak to start on my own. The light is growing now, spreading slowly across the floor like water finding its way, touching the edges of the furniture, illuminating the dust particles that float in the air like tiny stars. There's something about this time of morning that feels sacred, like the world is holding its breath, like creation itself is waiting for permission to begin again. And maybe that's what I'm waiting for too. Permission to begin again. Permission to believe that yesterday's crushing weight doesn't determine today's possibilities. Permission to hope that you're not done with me yet, that you're not disappointed in me, that you still see something in me worth nurturing, worth healing, worth transforming. I remember the verse I read last week, the one that's been circling in my mind ever since, whispering to me in moments like this. You said you're doing a new thing. You said it's springing up even now, even when we can't see it yet, even when everything feels old and tired and worn out. You said you're making a way in the wilderness, streams in the wasteland, and God, my heart feels like a wilderness this morning. It feels dry and barren and lost. But you said you're making a way. You said there are streams coming. You said something new is beginning. I want to believe that, Father. I want to believe it so badly it hurts. I want to believe that this morning isn't just another morning, that this prayer isn't just words disappearing into empty air, that you're actually here with me, actually listening, actually moving, actually doing something in the hidden places of my heart that I can't see yet, but will soon begin to feel. I'm releasing yesterday to you now, Lord. I'm consciously, deliberately, opening my hands and letting it fall. The harsh words someone spoke to me, the way I felt invisible in that meeting, the disappointment in my own performance, the comparison I made between myself and someone else that left me feeling less than, the worry that kept me up at night, the fear that I'm running out of time, the guilt over things I can't change, the shame over mistakes I've already confessed. I'm releasing all of it. I'm setting it at your feet like stones I've been carrying in my pockets, weighing me down, making every step harder than it needs to be. Take it, God. Please take it. I don't want to carry it into this new day. I don't want yesterday's burdens to become today's chains. I don't want the lies I believed in my weakness to shape the truth I could walk in with your strength. I'm asking you to break the cycle. I'm asking you to interrupt the pattern. I'm asking you to do what only you can do, to step into my story with your power and your grace and your gentle, unwavering love, and change the narrative. The sky is blushing now, soft pinks and golds beginning to bleed through the blue, and I can feel something shifting inside me. It's small, so small I almost missed it. Like the first breath after crying, when the tightness in your chest begins to ease, and you remember what it feels like to breathe without pain. Like the first note of a song you forgot you knew. Like the first warm day after a long winter, when you realize the season is actually changing. That spring isn't just a promise anymore, but a presence. God, are you doing something right now? Are you moving in me even as I pray? Because I feel different than I did when I started. The weight is still there, but it's not pressing quite so hard. The exhaustion is still real, but there's something else underneath it now. Something that feels like the beginnings of strength. Like a tiny seed of hope that's been planted in soil I thought was too hard to grow anything anymore. I'm starting to sense you here with me, Father. Not in some loud, dramatic way, but in the gentleness of this moment. in the way the morning light is touching everything with such tender care, in the way my breathing is becoming easier, in the way my heart, which felt so tight and closed when I woke up, is beginning to soften, beginning to open, beginning to remember that you've never abandoned me. Not even in my darkest moments. Not even when I couldn't feel you. Not even when I was convinced I was walking alone. You've been here all along, haven't you? You were here yesterday when I felt crushed. You were here in the night when I couldn't sleep. You're here now in this quiet morning, speaking to me not in words but in presence, not in explanations but in peace, not in answers but in the assurance that I don't have to have it all figured out, because you do. I'm remembering now who you are, Lord. I'm remembering that you're the God who makes all things new. Not just some things, not just the easy things, not just the things that are already halfway better. All things. Everything that's broken in me, everything that's tired, everything that's lost its way. You take it all, every single piece, and you do what only a creator can do. You speak life where there was death. You bring beauty from ashes. You turn mourning into dancing. You replace the spirit of heaviness with a garment of praise. And you're doing that in me right now, aren't you? You're doing a new thing. I can feel it awakening, stirring, rising up from somewhere deep inside me that I'd forgotten existed. It's not that my circumstances have changed. The challenges I'll face today are still waiting for me. The people who exhausted me yesterday will probably exhaust me again. The tasks that felt overwhelming haven't magically disappeared, but something in me is different. Something in me is being renewed. My perspective is shifting. The lens through which I was viewing everything, the one that was smudged with yesterday's pain and clouded with yesterday's fears, it's being cleaned. And I'm starting to see things I couldn't see before. I'm starting to see that yesterday's crushing wasn't the end of my story, but part of my transformation. I'm starting to see that the pressure I felt wasn't meant to destroy me, but to reveal what I'm actually made of, to show me where I'm still relying on my own strength instead of yours, to teach me that I'm not designed to carry everything alone. You're teaching me surrender, Lord. You're teaching me dependence. You're teaching me that weakness isn't failure, but the very place where your strength shows up most powerfully. You're teaching me that I don't have to have it all together, that I don't have to be endlessly capable, that I don't have to prove my worth through my performance. You're teaching me that my value comes from you, that my identity is rooted in your love, that my purpose isn't dependent on my productivity, but on my partnership with you. The sun is rising now, fully breaking over the horizon, flooding my room with light that's warm and golden and impossibly beautiful. It happens every morning, this miracle of sunrise. But today, I'm actually seeing it. Today, I'm actually present for it. Today, it feels less like a simple rotation of the earth and more like a divine reminder that you are faithful, that your mercies are new every morning, that great is your faithfulness, that no matter how dark the night was, the light always, always comes. And I'm realizing that this is what you do, Father. This is who you are. You're the God of new beginnings. You're the God of fresh starts. You're the God who doesn't hold our yesterday against us, but invites us into the possibility of today. You're the God who sees us crushed and speaks resurrection. You're the God who meets us in our exhaustion and offers rest. You're the God who finds us in the wilderness and makes a way forward that we couldn't see, couldn't imagine, couldn't create on our own. You're doing a new thing in me, and I can feel it now with certainty. It's not loud or dramatic. It's quiet and gentle, like the way morning comes, gradually, steadily, inevitably. But it's real. It's happening. You're restoring something in my spirit that yesterday tried to steal. You're renewing my mind, washing away the lies I believed, replacing them with truth. You're strengthening my heart, rebuilding the walls that fear tried to tear down, establishing me on the solid foundation of your love. I feel hope returning, Lord. Real hope. Not the forced, manufactured kind that tries to pretend everything is fine when it's not. But the deep, anchored kind that can look at hard things and still believe you're good. The kind that can acknowledge pain and still trust you're working. The kind that can sit in the tension between what is and what will be and rest in the knowing that you hold both. I feel my courage coming back. That voice inside me that yesterday silenced. The one that used to speak with confidence about who you've called me to be and what you've called me to do. It's finding its sound again. It's remembering that I'm not defined by my worst day or my biggest mistake. It's remembering that I'm yours, that I'm loved, that I'm equipped for everything you've asked of me, not because of who I am, but because of who you are in me. I feel joy beginning to bubble up, Lord, actual joy, the kind that doesn't depend on circumstances, but springs from somewhere deeper, from the well of your presence that never runs dry. I can feel myself smiling, really smiling, for the first time in what feels like forever, and I realize that this is what healing feels like. Not the instant disappearance of all pain, but the slow, sacred return of lightness. The gradual lifting of what's been weighing me down. The gentle unfurling of my heart like a flower that's been closed tight against the cold and is finally opening to the warmth of the sun. You're making me new, Father, right here, right now, in this ordinary morning that's becoming extraordinary because of your presence. You're not waiting until I have my life perfectly together. You're not waiting until I feel strong enough or good enough or ready enough. You're meeting me exactly where I am, in my weakness and my weariness and my wounds. And you're beginning your work of restoration. You're breathing life into the places that felt dead. You're bringing color back to the places that felt gray. You're awakening purpose in the places that felt meaningless. And I'm so grateful. God, I'm so grateful that you don't give up on me. I'm so grateful that yesterday's crushing didn't mean I was being rejected, but that I was being refined. I'm so grateful that my hard moments aren't evidence of your absence, but invitations to discover your faithfulness in deeper ways. I'm so grateful that you see potential in me that I can't see in myself. I'm so grateful that you're committed to completing the good work you started in me, that you're not deterred by my setbacks, that you're patient with my process, that you love me through every season, even the ones where I can barely love myself. I'm standing up now, Lord, stepping away from this quiet corner where I've been sitting with you, and I feel different. I feel renewed. Not because my circumstances have changed, but because I have. Not because the challenges ahead of me have disappeared, but because I'm not facing them alone. Not because I suddenly have all the answers, but because I know the one who does. You've done something in me this morning that I couldn't do for myself. You've taken my crushed spirit and breathed new life into it. You've taken my exhausted heart and filled it with fresh strength. You've taken my uncertain mind and anchored it in truth. Yesterday crushed me, but today you're restoring me. Yesterday left me empty, but today you're filling me. Yesterday convinced me I was at the end, but today you're showing me this is actually a beginning, a new beginning, a divine restart, a holy do-over where your grace covers every mistake and your mercy washes away every failure, and your love establishes me on ground that cannot be shaken. I'm walking into this day differently than I would have if I hadn't taken this time with you. I'm walking into it with peace instead of panic, with confidence instead of fear, with expectation instead of dread, because I know you're with me. I know you've gone before me. I know you're already working in every situation I'll encounter, already preparing a way through every difficulty, already orchestrating purposes I can't yet see, but will one day recognize as your perfect plan unfolding. Thank you, Father. Thank you for meeting me in my weakness and making me strong. Thank you for finding me in my darkness and bringing me light. Thank you for the new thing you're doing in me, the one that's springing up even now, the one that's going to keep growing and blooming and bearing fruit as I stay connected to you. Thank you for mornings like this one, where heaven touches earth in the quiet, where your presence becomes so real I can almost see it, where transformation happens not in giant leaps, but in gentle, steady renewal. I'm yours, Lord, completely yours. And I'm trusting you with today. I'm trusting you with every moment that's ahead of me. I'm trusting you with every conversation, every decision, every challenge, every opportunity. I'm trusting you to continue the work you started in me this morning, to keep making me new, to keep strengthening me, to keep showing me that your mercies really are new every morning, that your faithfulness really is great, that your love really is unfailing. The sun is fully up now, bright and beautiful and warm against my face. The day has officially begun, and I'm ready for it. Not because I'm suddenly perfect or have everything figured out, but because you're with me. And that changes everything. That makes all the difference. That turns crushing into transformation, exhaustion into renewal, endings into beginnings. Thank you for the new thing you're doing in me this morning. God, thank you for never giving up on me. Thank you for always, always bringing the light.